and Olam here in the studio.
Okay. Very soft spoken, isn't it? Yes. But you don't run up the street, of course, when it comes to rugby. There you go. Chief, for you, how's been the year actually? Starting out. Okay. Only like the second spoken, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. But you don't run up the street, of course, when it comes to rugby.
It's only
there you go. Chief, for you, how's been the year? Starting out.
month of
Only like
2022. So I guess the focus is how did we fare in 2021?
way to go.
So
yes.
we are our audit results for 2021. Board meetings, committee meetings are going to be held next week to accept the financial statements, and then an announcement, formal announcement will be made in early March, 3rd of March. So there's some good and positive stories about how we fared in 2021. So I think our members and public at large can expect some good news. But I think this morning with our brand ambassador Justin Olam, it's about what are we focusing on this year that will add value to our members.
Yeah, absolutely. But regardless of what has been this global phenomenon of COVID, yes, there's been some progress. There certainly have been progress by Nasfund, still keeping its head above water.
Well, what does it start?
You go.
So, I think that's the posture that we've adopted. Being resilient, but at the same time being adaptable, and enough to ride. It's not just COVID, but the country has been struggling in terms of our economy. There's a lot of indicators that are out there that indicate that we're in a very tough and challenging position. But I think we take the posture of looking at the things that we can do to survive, but to get ready and reposition for long-term growth. Because things will turn around. It's just that it will take a longer time. So.
But I'm sort of hearing that tough times actually give you more challenges, I suppose, and it's helped you take the challenges on to reshape and look forward.
There's a saying, strong times create strong people, and then strong people make decisions that will enable survival. It comes back to the Charles Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest. So you either, you adapt and survive and maintain operations as you go forward with a mid to long term view, but also learning from the experiences of what's been happening. So those are the key learnings. 2 years ago we didn't know how to deal with COVID, for example. But we have 2 years of experience under the belt. We know what we need to do, what not to do, and we just keep moving forward and accept that it's the new normal.
Well, we're going to go a bit more towards in the course of the talkback. These are, in fact, more of what members of Nasfund can actually expect as the CEO joins. I'm mobilized and, of course, more happier to see you here, Mr. Torres. Let's go back to how this young man actually comes into the picture as the brand ambassador. Justin Olam, for those of you who are listening in to the show on your radios and, of course, following our conversation on a live stream here, Justin Olam is actually here in the studio. But I'll come to you, Justin. CEO, tell me about the beginning of talk around getting him as a brand ambassador.
Sure. I'll start off by saying that the things that we do, the services that we offer, and the products that we provide to our members, it's challenging. If we didn't have the Super Act behind us, I don't think getting people to save, for example, will be a common habit. So enforcement of savings by law has actually created opportunities, but we haven't really scratched the potential. And I'll qualify this by saying, in superannuation in Papua New Guinea, less than 10% of our population are contributing for their retirement. Less than 10%. In terms of numbers, if you combine all the funds, Nasfund, Namwat Super, Defence Fund, AR Master Trust, about 850,000 Papua New Guineans. Our population is about 10 million, thereabouts. So less than 10% are contributing for their super. They're also paying tax. What about the rest of the population? They're out left to fend for themselves. We don't have a social security system that's provided by the state like other developed nations. So they look after the citizens when they're unable to find employment and so forth, and they have the social security system. We don't. So superannuation is able to use that by default. So how did the relationship with Justin Olam start? Justin is the epitome of what we do. It's about goal setting, it's about discipline, and it's about a desire to succeed. Savings, superannuation, it's no different. Goal setting, you want to have a comfortable retirement. Discipline, you have to learn to save and then live with it so that you can achieve that ultimate goal of a comfortable financial retirement. So a lot of similarities with what J.O. does in his professional life as a footballer is synonymous with us. So it was a natural fit for us. And having said that, I want to thank Justin. I think it's our third year of partnership.
2019.
So if you look at the comparison, NRL is a very tough competition. It's the most elite competition in professional rugby. For those I'm a diehard rugby follower, diehard Melbourne Storm supporter. A lot of coincidences there. But when we talk about savings, it requires that discipline. One of the products that we have is voluntary savings, and that's Ada Super. So Ada Super, we encourage those that are not required by law to contribute to super. We sell them the benefits. We sell them, the long-term value that they can get if they park away money today for tomorrow. So in Justin's career, he epitomizes all of that. He has the discipline. He's got the desire to succeed. So when we are passing the message of encouraging voluntary savings, for example, which is one of our key products, and it's the reason why I'm here, so we'll talk a little bit more about voluntary savings, is that a lot of our people can then identify with that. So coming from someone who's been there, done it, tasted success, and revered and recognized by his peers, globally, is a good story for us when we are also sending the message to our population, to our younger youths, those that are not even thinking about savings. So it's a good partnership, and I'm really thankful that Justin's on board. And so goal setting, discipline, have a plan, and then push towards what we stand for when we talk about savings for retirement.
Absolutely. Justin, for you, now, you've been away from home, haven't you? Yes. 7 years and you come back again. What is it like coming back after a long time?
Yeah, coming back to PMT is something I was looking forward to. I've never been back to my village for 7 years, so last week,